Imagine owning one of the smartest non-human animals on the planet. So today I will be going over the African gray parrots. Now for today, Gypsy, my 27-year-old female African gray, will be today's model. As you can see, she has the black beak and the gray body and the classic red tail. Now, moving on, we're gonna go over their demeanors and how to take care of them and some diseases that you have to watch out for when you own these types of birds. Now, demeanor wise, these are very social, very loving parrots. Now, they do, however, have the tendency to pick like one person and then reject others. Like Gypsy, she loves giving affection, but these birds are not the type of extreme cuddle bugs like dogs. The way how she likes to show affection is by giving head scratches like this. She will let me scratch her head. However, she will not let my grandma scratch her head. That's just how sometimes the birds are. Now, as far as how they are around strangers, they don't really like strangers very much. So they would much rather prefer like routine and a schedule because that's just how they thrive. And these birds are very intelligent. Like they are so intelligent that they will mimic their environment so perfectly. Let me tell you a story. So I guess that previously, before me owning Gypsy, her previous owner had an Android phone. And Gypsy knows that when an Android phone notification goes off, her owner would like immediately like pay attention to the phone, check whatever. And so Gypsy learned how to do the notification sound so that way the owner can pay attention to her. So now that I own her, she doesn't have to update her notification sound because I give her the attention she needs. These birds are smart. So now that you know about like the kind of personality they have, let's go over how to take care of them. Diet wise, these birds require a lot of fruits and vegetables, some nuts, but a misconception is that for some reason a lot of people like to feed their birds just seeds, and that's unhealthy because seeds are very fatty. And it doesn't really have a lot of nutrition. So some of Gypsy's favorite fruits are pomegranates or pineapples and some peanuts, which we have to slow down on the peanuts. And moving on, as far as their cage, here is her cage. I'll move the camera. It is a huge cage. It looks small on the camera, but the minimum size for the cage is it has to be big enough so that way the birds can spread out their wings 100%. And they also need a lot of enrichment toys. And the reason being is because a bored bird is an unhealthy bird, just like how I mentioned earlier. So right now she doesn't have a lot of toys because she chewed up all of them. So we're gonna get her some new ones soon. And it is important that you give them attention, talk to them, engage with them, enrich their day so that way they will stay happy parrots. So, last but not least, these parrots, you gotta take them to the vet at least like twice a year, every 6 months to a year, so that way just to make sure that everything's healthy and good, just like a normal pet. And now that we know about the care situation for the African gray parrot, we're gonna go over some diseases that you have to watch out for. Now, bear with me. There's a disease called the beak and feather disease. And these types of diseases are very common, especially with African grays. And I'll explain to you how it is. Now, give me a minute, okay? So, according to the article of Survey of Beak and Feather Disease, virus in Guatemala neotropical Circassian birds, published by the Association of Avian Veterinarians on September 30th, 2021, Pistachiosis beak and feather disease is a progressive disease that causes abnormal beak and feather growth, featherless areas, immunosuppression, and death in birds. To sum this up, this is a disease, well, it's a virus that attacks a single strand of their DNA. And this disease can be transmitted by directly contacting the infected birds or having contact, with the infected bird's environment. So just be careful. And now the last disease that you have to worry about is Pistachiosis. I'm sorry, I butchered that up. But basically what this is that it's a disease that involves the chlamydia bacteria that birds have, and it transfers to humans. And for humans, it comes off as the form of pneumonia. Although this is really rare, and this one really caught me off by surprise, but it is good to know about it. However, this is so rare that you probably don't even need to worry about it. Okay, so now that we've gone over everything, the bird's personality, what it's necessary to care for these birds, and some diseases that you have to keep an eye out for, I hope you enjoy this presentation and you have a good rest of your day.